Yes, now. Hi, everybody. Dana's excited to see you.
Of course I am.
Oh, Air One Fire says, I'll be watching SG1 tonight instead of Poirot. Well, you know what? I mean, we all make our choices.
And what is it? We we listen and do not judge out loud.
Out loud. Yes, you keep it. It's like, what was it? There's one of my favorite host segments from Mystery Science Theater where they're watching a movie from Canada and Tom Servo comes in dressed up as a Mountie. And at first he defends Canada and he takes his co-hosts to task for making fun of Canada and doing a bunch of Canadian jokes. But then he kind of gets into the spirit a little too much, and they all like sing a song and they each take a verse and they make fun of Canada. And when Tom gets to his turn and he sings his verse, it's like really angry and violent. And so to the point that Mike has to kind of hush him up. And Tom is like crying. It's like, I have no sense of proportion. I don't know what I'm doing. And Mike is hugging him and he says, no, mustn't hate, mustn't hate. And Crow says, at least not so overtly. And Mike's like, yes, must disguise our hate. So speaking of foregone conclusions, as Air One Fire says in the chat. So last week we watched the first half of The Murder of Roger Ackroyd, and we stopped halfway through so we can finish it tonight. And we will be picking up at 5409. So if you want to go ahead and seek your...
My dumb self went ahead and paused right at 0000 because that's what we do.
Well, but you just jump ahead to 5409. You should be, if you put it exactly there, it's black because that's the fade to black. If it's not quite exactly there, that's fine, but we're going to pick it up at 5409, as you can see on your screen there. Hi, Caitlin. Hi, everybody. So yeah.
Go back.
Are you trying to pinpoint it?
Yeah. Well, I was at 5414. I'm like, no, you have to go back.
Oh, I know. So. See, that's how I listened to that sound effect of the guy's head being splattered so many times. We were talking about that before we went live. So for those of you who watched with us last week, the half that we stopped at ends with the butler from the house. Was it Roger Ackroyd's house? Was it Roger Ackroyd's butler or was it some other? No, or he was, I don't know, somebody's butler. And he gets run over by a car.
I think it's Ackroyd's butler.
Is it Ackroyd's butler?
I think
after going out drinking for a night, he gets run over by a car. So let that be a lesson to everybody about the dangers of alcohol. But he gets run over by a car, and then just to make sure he's dead, the guy who runs him over backs over him and then drives forward over him again. So you hear these lovely sound effects of the dude's head being smashed like a watermelon. And I got to hear it, 2 or 3 times as I was pausing my video at exactly the right moment. So there we go.
Yeah, Caitlin, I was thinking it had more to do with the dangers of, spouting that you know something about a murder. And if they don't pay up, you're going to tell the cops. Like, you remember Morgan Freeman as Lucius Fox, right?
Yeah. Oh, you mean from Good Luck?
You mean to tell me that you think that you can prove that this guy who's got like more money than God puts on a suit and goes around and like beats up criminals at night? You want to blackmail him?
Yeah.
Good luck.
It's one of the cleverest ways of deflecting someone who is suspicious about Bruce Wayne's secret identity that I've ever seen, because he doesn't even bother to deny it. He doesn't say like, "Oh, well, Bruce Wayne, Batman, don't be ridiculous. Why you don't ever don't say that to anybody else, or lest anyone find out what a fool you are." No, he doesn't even deny it. He just says, "You think this is true, and you're gonna blackmail him?" Like,
you want to blackmail the Dark Knight. You know, he's the Dark Angel of Death, man. And he's coming for me.
And he wants me.
Why you, boss? How should I know?
How should I know?
Caitlin, you know what? I bet that's where Carrot Top got the idea.
Gallagher.
Oh, gosh darn it.
Gallagher is where Carrot Top got the idea.
You know, one annoying comedian compared to another annoying comedian. Potato. Or should I say, watermelon.
Watermelon. It is kind of amazing when you think, because like Gallagher wasn't all that long ago. Gallagher was, I mean, it was like 40 years, but still, it wasn't like.
But it wasn't like 50 years ago.
Well, no. What I'm saying is, like, if you look at like the early days of stand-up comedy on TV, like even in like the late 50s, early 60s, like Lenny Bruce. If you listen to a Lenny Bruce album or see like Lenny Bruce on TV, I mean, he's funny, right? But it's different from modern stand-up. Like the rhythm is different. The structure of the jokes, the structure of the routines, there's a lot more space where he's not necessarily trying to be funny. Like he's kind of building up to it, you know, whereas today it's like, you know, there's a laugh line, like, you know, every so many seconds in some cases.
And then it builds up to the punchline.
The joke density is just so much greater. Yeah. So Gallagher is more modern. You know, if you watch like a Gallagher special from the late 70s, early 80s, it's recognizable as like the rhythm comedy of a modern stand-up comedy routine. And yet he did the exact same act to end his show, like every single time, which is just like, I mean, can you imagine imagine if George Carlin wrote an entirely new special, like an entirely new hour every year, except for the closer, which was just verbatim what he did last year. It's just weird. And yet that's what Gallagher did. And he changed it a little here and there. He added to it and did some different stuff with it, but it was the same bit. And it's just like a comedian would never do that today. You know, a comedian that was successful enough to get like a televised special. Yeah.
I don't know if they had something that really worked.
I mean, the only other example I can think of, and it's from roughly the same era, maybe a few years after, like when Gallagher was kind of off his peak, in the late 80s, would be Andrew Dice Clay and the nursery rhymes. But even he stopped doing that eventually.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he did it a few times and then he was like, I can't do the nursery rhymes anymore. Yeah. You know, and he started doing other stuff, but Gallagher kept doing the Sledge-O-Matic bit all the way through.
Well, I don't know. I mean, there are some other things. It's also like, it's much more physical. So, I mean, it gives him, it's like different from the rest of his routine.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Anyway.
And also, Azalea mentioned, I have memories of watching Gallagher as a kid and teen on TV. Me too. I actually went to see him live. He came and played the Maryland Theater here in like the year 2000 or something, 1990, 98, 99, 2000, somewhere in that area. And by then, the Sledge-O-Matic had taken over like half the show. Like he would do the first half of the show would be like a stand-up routine and telling stories and telling jokes and talking to the audience and, and then like the entire second half of the show was just an extended sledgehammer routine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Considering like when you watch like his classic shows from the early 80s, it's the last bit. It's maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe a little longer. Like it, but yeah, it's not the whole show.
See, that to me seems even more like, almost I'd say challenging, but like being able to, because how long is, the half of the show is like 30, 45 minutes longer, an hour?
45, maybe an hour. Cause it wasn't televised. It was just,
right.
I think he did about 2 hours, maybe a little less, but
that just seems like, it seems like it would get repetitive really, really fast.
Yeah. Well, and also what happened was originally it was the bit was satirical. It was making fun of like infomercials. Because the product was this amazing kitchen utensil, the Sledge-O-Matic, and it's just a big hammer. Like that's the joke. It doesn't and so it's not exactly cutting edge satire to begin with, but like that was the premise. He's making fun of infomercials. But by the time, 20, 30 years had gone by and he's still doing it, that's kind of off to the side and it's just a thing unto itself. And it's just like, oh, he's doing the sledgehammer bit. And nobody even really realizes like it was originally intended as a satire.
Was actually a joke there, not just, smashing.
Right. And Philip, he flanderized himself. Boy, oh my God. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
But he did not make himself sexy.
Did you? No. Nobody ever said, stupid, sexy Gallagher. Nobody ever said that. It's
despite
funny.
All the opportunity with, giant melons.
Yeah, it's funny when he did that infamous interview with Mark Maron where he ended up walking out. Like he ended up walking out of the interview. One of the thing, and it was from like later in his life when he was bitter and pissed off at everybody. Because, his star had fallen. He had been like a huge star in the early 80s for a few years. And then he kind of went downhill and never regained his former glory.
And didn't invest wisely enough to, sail off into the sunset.
Apparently not. And like, one of the things he was complaining about to Mark Maron, who was not a far more successful and just a far better stand-up comic than Gallagher ever was. But like he said, he was complaining about like other people who had been stand-ups in his era being more successful. And he would talk about people like Jay Leno and David Letterman. And Mark Maron said, well, yeah, but they got TV shows. And Gallagher said, well, why didn't anybody give me a TV show? And Mark Maron was like, well, they hosted talk shows. Like your act wasn't a talk show act. You weren't going to, nobody was going to watch you go out and do a monologue for 10 minutes and then like interview people about their new movie. Like that's not what you did. It didn't fit that format. But, but Gallagher, he had it in his head. It's like, well, I was funnier than Letterman. Why'd Letterman get a show and I didn't? Like, do you not get that you were completely different animals?
No.
Like, stupid sledgy Flanders. That's a good one. That's a good one. So anyway.
Yeah. Next week's fall break. Woohoo!
Yeah.
I'm very grateful.
You'll have plenty of time to read up on The Great Gatsby.
Way to take all the fun out of it. I'm glad I managed to, hold off on the cursing until, you quit recording. We were talking about that.
I mean, I would have just had to cut it out,
Yeah, just like not include that part.
I have to take the first time our discussion for chapter 1 was 30 something minutes. I had to cut that down to 3 minutes.
How long was this one?
14 or 15 minutes. So not nearly as bad, but still, you have to lose almost all of it. it's a good, actually, I mean, it's a good editing exercise. It's like, okay, what's, and because we're doing this for your class,
Yeah.
so I try to keep the stuff that will be most relevant to students reading the book, which is
So
why, unfortunately, I
probably,
have to cut out most of our fights.
and probably there's more of your stuff in there than mine, because mine is mostly, oh, I don't like this. I didn't want to do it. I don't want to do the next chapter. I don't like this.
I'm trying to be careful about that, though. I mean, you're their teacher. I don't want it to turn into the Steve show. I mean, it's
That's
your,
fair.
So
and
yeah,
and part of the draw is watching me suffer.
But yeah, so it's about,
I try to make it.
I try to make it half and half, but maybe a little off favoring you. Because like I said, I mean, the last 2 times we've done it, it's been easy because you prompt me. You say, "What do you think the students should
need to know about this?
Should look for in this chapter?
In this stupid book."
Yes,
basically.
I hope they all love it so much, and they can't
Me
stop
too.
talking about how
Me
great
too.
it is.
And even better, they can help me learn to find it palatable at least.
They just rub your face in it.
Okay, I'll accept that. Y'all can discuss, enlighten me. Go for it. Show me what you're learning. Yay!
Don't waste your time, kids. It's like talking to a brick wall.
Hey, you know what? If they can convince me that it's great, so much the better. If they can't, and they can convince me that they understand what's going on, I'll take it. I will enjoy teaching it if that happens, or maybe I'll enjoy having taught it, even if I don't enjoy the stupid book. Do not like. However, in better news, Dolly Parton isn't dying.
Yeah, there was like
dead.
It was one of those weird things, like a friend of hers posted like a get well message. It was her sister posted a get well message on Facebook, and everybody took it as like, oh my God, she's on death's door.
Yeah. But she asked for prayers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, serious business.
Oh, Snake Bit Cat, I want to see that. Yeah, that's a really interesting idea. That, the dog is the protagonist of the movie. I really want to see that.
I'm curious, whose dog is it? Like, is it the killer's dog, or is it one of the victim's dogs, or
I think it's the guy.
A neighborhood stray?
No, from what I understand, it's like the main human character is like undergoing some kind of supernatural transformation, and it's his dog. I think. I haven't seen it. I don't know. I just know it's a horror movie where the point of view character is the dog. And I was like, I'll watch it.
Speaking of horror movies, have you seen Sinners?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, absolutely.
I have not.
Sinners is terrific. Sinners is terrific. Yeah. Yeah.
Does it have jump scares?
You asked me to
pay attention for that.
Pay attention to that when I watched it. I really don't think there are.
Okay.
I can't swear that there isn't a single one, but I don't think there is. It's not, okay. It's a lot more.
Yeah. Like that's what it seems from the premise, but sometimes, anyway. Yeah. So yeah, I want to see that. Maybe I'll watch that over fall break. Anyway.
Yeah. It's really good. I think you'll enjoy it. It's really good. Yeah, I don't think because it's not like a slasher movie. It's not like a cheap sort of, I mean, it's a horror movie, and there are some really scary bits to it, but it's not, trying to startle you and
startling. It's not, that's the part that I don't like. Like I mean, scary stuff is fine and enjoyable. I don't like being startled.
No, it's not lowest common denominator. It's pretty smart. Pretty artful. So yeah, I think you'll enjoy it.
I'm feeling, I don't know. That sophomore class, just with the very, very, very needy students, they're still so needy. And like, they all want to show me their work and have me like vet all of it as like, okay, this is really, really good before they turn it in. And like, they don't want to move on to the next thing. They just want to sit there and wait for me to say, give them the gold stamp of approval. And I'm just like, I can't, like, and then to sit down with them and explain how they need to change it to make it good enough for, whatever grade they're willing to work for.
Right.
And I'm just like, I can't do that. Like, the learned helplessness is astronomical. It's just, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and some of them I've said, look, if we need to sit down and go over this, then you need to come after school. And they're like, well, I can't. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Cause like I've given the whole class lessons on this. And some of them, like, they have a project where they can choose the parts, the pieces that go together. There's not a list of 9, they choose 4. And some of them are like, I don't know what to do here. Or I'll read it. I'll be like, you didn't complete this section. And I'm like, okay, just read me what it says. And I'm like, okay, you did this part and you did sentence 1, you did not do sentence 2. Like, and you did not do sentence 3. I'm just like, it's right there. And when I read it, or they read it to me, I say, okay, you haven't done that. They're like, okay. I'm like, why do you need to read it to me? Why do you need to have me ask you to read the directions to me? And I'm just really struggling. So
just fail them.
I don't think I can.
Just fail them.
Like, psychologically, I don't think I can.
Just fail them. And when they get their failing grade, just laugh, just cackle.
I don't know when they get it, like when it's final. Because it's just, I set it in there and then it's ambiguous when they see it, whenever that is.
You can take a video of yourself laughing and then send it to them. Like, this is my reaction to your failing grade.
Yep.
Anyway,
that's how I get fired, Steve.
Oh, teachers aren't allowed to have feelings. So shall we watch the rest of this?
Teachers can have feelings. They're just not allowed to express them.
Oh, back to that. Yeah.
Yep.
Keep it inside. Yep. So shall we watch Poirot? What do you say?
Conceal, don't feel. All right. Let's
5409. We're starting at 5409.
I have it queued up. Because you know why? Because Steve's going to count us in. He's going to say 3, 2, 1, play. And when Steve says play, we all click play. All right, you ready?
Ready.
Okay. So hopefully that gave, if you did not already have the Murder of Roger Ackroyd queued up, hopefully that gave you time to do that and get set at 5409. Do you have the time code up yet?
I've had it up the whole time. We've been talking.
Wow. See, I'm not looking at it.
It's not up anymore because I'm about to start it. But,
okay.
5409 is where we're going to start.
So if it gets unsynchronized, you can just and make it match up and
that's right.
So if you missed last week, here's the basic synopsis. This old guy, Roger Ackroyd, got murdered. Now we're going to find out.
Shocking.
Yeah, who did it and why.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's not an animal.
We're all getting to watch the butler get run over repeatedly as we try to synchronize it up.
Unfortunately, there's not a dog or a mouse involved in this one that we can really root for, but
yet, who knows? Maybe they'll be here in the second half.
That's true.
We can hope.
All right.
You ready? I'm ready.
Are you ready? All right.
I'll
say 3, 2, 1, play, and we'll all hit play when I say play. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, play.
Oh, hey, it's clearly that was intermission because now we come back to the diary.
Azalea, that's interesting. I don't know. I mean, like in Columbo and Poker Face, like you see the crime first, but
Hi,
you
Debbie.
know who did it.
By the
Hi,
way,
Debbie. Thanks
Debbie,
for stopping by.
yes, my play is over. It was great. Glad to get a break. Ticking me off. Ah, you suck. Yes, that would be helpful. Hi, Captain. Apparently poorly, Jen. I was right there with
Oh,
Poirot.
you idiot.
Oh, now he likes her.
Bye.
Toodles.
Toodles. Was that French for sit your ass down?
Yeah, specifically sit your ass down there.
Yeah. So I will be damned to hell.
Oh.
Pop off, Poirot. Exactly, H.B. Haggett. I have had enough of your shit.
Shenanigans.
Okay.
I wasn't finished.
I do this for fun. No, Azalea, not at all. She seems perfectly innocent and just not involved in any of this.
Just like all of them.
That's true.
Great face.
It's like he's
I mean,
out with
just
a
and the
child.
idea of like, being a real man, not liking pasta,
Yeah.
being a sign of a real man. Like, it's not even green. I mean, I guess you could make it green, but they must be one and the same.
They might be connected.
That is not true. France has wonderful bread and plenty of different kinds of meats. Oh no! Aw. 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 Oh, that's pretty. Mr. Roger Ackroyd would like to have postponed his death, but he was unsuccessful in that.
He did not do that. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. No, I mean,
If you know what I mean. I meant that I did not believe her.
Mr. I love the ads, yeah. Or like he goes into the office and Miss Lemon is just under one of those sheets, just sitting there. Yeah. I'll just go get drunk and run over by a car.
As one does. Oh.
Well, case closed. Let's go home, Inspector.
That was fun. Excuse me. Liking the music. Her face, that was so much fun.
Like, ooh.
Oh.
It is my little joke.
Oh.
The hell am I supposed to do with these?
I am not such an ass as the good inspector here. Mr. I Love Dance, there is no reason whatsoever. Oh, what a lovely surprise.
Someone has telephoned Poirot?
The sound mixing there is great. Like you can hear kind of what they're saying, but the music comes in and covers it up. It's like, oh,
yeah. I want to hear what they're saying.
Yes, it's a great way to increase the not suspense exactly, but the engagement.
Yeah. Bum bum bum.
And I would kiss Caleb. No, 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 no.
Oh, it's Hercule now, is it? On a first name basis, are we?
Are we? Oh my.
I hope you and your good friend Hercule are very happy.
No, not there. Here.
It must be perfect. I am anal retentive, you know.
To home.
I am going to beat the truth out of you.
Nee, 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 nee. Dun, dun, dun. Oh my goodness.
Or maybe not. You know what you never find in the glove box? Gloves.
So rarely.
Yeah.
You know what you find there?
Guns.
Napkins.
Oh,
Oh,
napkins, yes. And the owner's manual.
also very important.
Yes. Ouchie.
Well, okay then.
Cool. Thanks for telling us. Oh, get on with it.
Mm-hmm.
Ta-ta. Action Jap.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh man, they're almost to the part where Batman throws him into the vat of acid and he turns into the Joker.
Ping ping. Oh, he got him.
Yeah, close, Marjo. Tell me, Poirot, have you ever danced with the devil by the pale moonlight?
Hugged. Exciting music.
I can still get away with this.
I could so get away with this. Oh, oh wait, there we go. The falling in the acid.
That, well, that'll do it.
One bullet left.
Well, I'll read this later. Ta-da! That's a good one.
So yeah, I think Mr. I Love the Ants talked about it, but essentially it was so it's after Poirot is retired, and uh the doctor is basically his Hastings, or obviously since it's a doctor, it's they're riffing on Holmes and Watson, And then he
Sure.
turns out to be, and he is the first, also he is the first person narrator. So it's told in first person. And then
By
it turns out, yes, it turns out
it turns out to be the killer. You don't know that until
we don't know that. And so this is, this is thought to be the one that supposedly Raymond Chandler threw across the room and said she cheats. So, and that's why.
The narrator can't be the killer. What the fuck? No, yeah, it was really good. I noticed, because I guess we're into this sort of latter phase of the series now. This one was a little more stylish visually than, the most of the ones we've watched up to this point. Like I was thinking particularly of that shot when Poirot goes to the newspaper office and you just see like the Alfred Hitchcock shadows. Yeah. That's the kind of sort of really stylistic shot that is not typical. I mean, the episodes that we've watched so far have all been really well done and really well made, but they're like well-made TV episodes.
Yeah.
And this feels a little bit more like a movie. It's a little bit more theatrical. Yeah. But it's good. It's good. And yet again, I notice a parallel between Poirot and Holmes, because Poirot's voiceover at the end there about, discovering the sort of hidden horrors of the country. I mean, that could be a paraphrase of something that Holmes says in one of the original Sherlock Holmes stories. Where they're taking the train out to the country to work on a case, and Watson is just kind of waxing poetic about, the countryside and the farms and the beautiful old homesteads. And Holmes is basically saying, no, I hate this place. Like all these isolated farmhouses, you have no idea what goes on there. I mean, at least in the city,
the horrors.
Yeah. Like there's so many places out here to hide. At least in the city, it's harder to get away with stuff. And, that's very much what Poirot is expressing at the end there.
Yeah. And it's, I mean, of course, that's Miss Marple's basic shtick. Is that everybody thinks of, the countryside as, warm and nurturing and bucolic and, lovely and pastoral. And she's like, no, people are the same everywhere.
Yeah.
But when they're not packed as densely, they can get away with more.
Yep.
And so
people are alike all over. It's another great Twilight Zone.
Well, we should watch it sometime.
We should, Dana. We should.
Okay.
I'm not yelling at you.
It just came across very forcefully. I'm just.
Yeah, we should watch it.
Okay.
God damn it.
See, he's the one who curses so much. Me?
I mean, as much as I want to, really.
Whenever you flippin' want to.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
No, you would say a swear.
I would say a swear. So, do you want to play Wordmaster, or are you?
Yes, I do.
The triumphant thrusting of the arms into the air.
Well, it feels nice to feel up to something, and to feel up to Wordle again, or Wordmaster. Excuse me, not Wordle.
Not Wordle. Yeah, exactly.
It really does, and feeling tired all the time sucks. In fairness, I really, really did enjoy the play, but like, I really wish they hadn't given me the new freaking class, the other thing, when I was complaining about Gatsby, probably, I would say, making it seem even worse is the fact that the last thing I taught for this class was another book that I am not all that familiar, I'd never even read or seen it, and it's A Raisin in the Sun, which I loved. Like,
I know. Yes.
That was just so good. It was so good. I loved it. And so
Wordmaster.
Okay. So you're going to explain this one?
I will explain. So here's how this goes. So in a moment, you're all going to see the Wordmaster board that we're going to play. It's basically Wordle, but not Wordle. And it works the same way. And Dana does not see the Wordmaster board. She's just going by my description of the status of things. But Dana will also be taking the lead in deciding what we guess and, all that sort of thing. However, we will be taking suggestions from you. So if you are watching and you would like to play along and throw your suggestions or guesses into the chat, we will play Wordmaster as a team. And if history is any indication, and I don't want to get too cocky about this, we will solve Wordmaster as a team. Yes, knock on wood.
We will be victorious. To quote some news.
So all here's the Wordmaster game that we're playing today. Shall we start with our customary starter word?
Let's go for it.
Heart. H-E-A-R-T.
You can spell.
Okay. Well, we have an E in the wrong place, and that's it.
Whoa, boy. All right. Well, let's go for some lions then.
Lions. Oh, now that's more like it.
All right.
All right. Lions gives us an L, but in the wrong place.
Darn it.
An I in the right place.
Woohoo!
And an S in the right place.
Okay.
So we know that the second letter is I, the last letter is S, and there's an L and an E in there somewhere.
But the L is not the first letter.
The L is not the first letter, and the E is not the second letter.
Which we know because the I is the second letter.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to guess something miles or piles or, sure. As Caitlin's saying, wiles, tile. Oh, boy. Okay. So miles, piles, wiles, tiles, files. Oh, boy. There's a lot of
there's a lot of. Okay.
So. Oh, not tiles. That's
right.
Well,
it can't be tiles because there's no T. Yeah.
Okay. Or miles, right?
Miles
would work as
well. Miles.
Yeah. Okay.
Philip Kehoe suggests plume.
Yeah. Plume or flume. Is flump a word? Yeah, go for flump. F-L-U-M-P.
You want to try flump?
I don't know if it'll take it. It might not count as a word.
All right. F-L-U-M-P.
Let's see if it takes it.
It did take it.
Yeah.
And there is a P.
Aha! Piles! Hey! Ah!
Shall we try piles? Yes. That's it. Piles.
I am so proud of coming up with flump because I was like, I don't know if it's a word, but if it's not a word, it shouldn't count against us. It's like a free guess. Caitlin, is it a brand name? I feel like it's just, what you do at the end of a long day, you just flump. Everybody knows that.
Yeah. What's a brand name for what? What is a flump? I've never even heard that.
Is it something British? Maybe that's why we don't know.
Is it a British thing? That we Americans don't know British things unless they're on
so
PBS.
many things that we don't know.
If it's not on PBS or BBC America, we don't know about it.
All right. Yeah, Azale, but I just wasn't sure if it counted as a word.
Marshmallow candy. There we go.
Kind of like
Papa, can I have some flump? I've been such a good boy. Won't you get me some flump, Papa?
You liar.
I'm in character.
Sure. All right. So don't forget to look down in the description for some organizations that we support their causes and things. And then also to look for charitylinks.page, also in the description, which is a list of friends and associates of ours and links to their Ko-Fis and GoFundMes. So that if you have the opportunity to lend a helping hand, they are in need of some financial help, and helping people is good. Additionally,
it sure is.
Additionally, speaking of helping people, if you are a channel member or a patron you should have, if you were on Monday, you should have gotten an email from Steve saying, hey, you can send in your question for, this is the last one for 1,000 characters, right?
This is 199, the last one with 1,000 character limit for questions. It goes down to 500, starting with number 200.
Walk it off. Okay, so send that in and then come on and join us on Friday at 6 p.m. to listen to Steve read off and offer his myriad opinions on in his responses to said questions, as well as, don't forget, an in-person live first viewing of the newest Stuffy short.
That's right, which I just finished editing today. Hot off the presses.
So if you are not a channel member or a patron, you can become a channel member by clicking a button that's down here someplace, and or you can go to patreon.com/Steve Shives and you can become a patron there, and then you can send in your ask and join us. And then after Steve gets through with all of the patron and member questions and shows the Stuffy short, he'll hang out with us for a little bit in the chat. And then don't forget, also, next week we're back to Deep Space Nine. What are we watching next week on Wednesday?
Ooh, next week is a big one. We've talked about this for the last couple of weeks. This is one of the all-time great episodes. Next week, we'll be watching Deep Space Nine, and we will be watching Far Beyond the Stars.
This is one that I've heard of. The title is famous.
Yes, it is. The episode is famous.
Why? I guess I'll find out. But it's okay. I'll forget by then. You'll have to remind me again. It's this one. Okay.
Yes, indeed. I just want to say, I want to, Azalea Jane in the chat earlier said, British, governor? Right-o. I just,
love that accent.
How could I not say that out loud after it was written in the chat?
I don't know.
Hey, governor.
Hey.
Are you a goer? A goer?
Nah, I'm a stayer.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Know what I mean?
Say no more. So yeah. Anything else? I think that's it. I think we covered it.
I believe that's it. I believe that's it.
Yeah, I didn't like that as much as I liked the book, but it was enjoyable.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you're more, as we were speaking about earlier, just between the two of us, you're more of a book person than a movie person anyway.
Generally, yeah. It is nice to see it sort of, they're sort of doing some like fancy stuff with it. And I like that. Like they also had the silhouette there at the end as well.
Oh yeah, right. Like kind of a little reference to the to the old credits. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah. I hope so too, Azalea Jane. Thanks so much everybody for coming. I hope to get to see you on Friday and then again next week. And yeah.
All right. See you Friday, everybody. Bye-bye.